Hello, my amazing podcast family. Hope all is well. That being said, welcome back to A Moment with Taz. Don't Look Back, Season 2, with Day 3, topic, Healing Trauma. Yesterday, we discussed the importance of relationships and how relationships could either make you or break you when it comes to your purpose in life. I gave you guys homework to do, which was to write down what relationships mean to you. Now, I gave a briefing today on what relationships meant to me, and I said love, support, respect, backbone, lifting each other up, all that good stuff, right? Relationships to me are filled with love and support throughout your journey in life. So if there's no love, respect, and support in these relationships, then they're not for you. That's my POV on what relationships mean to me. Comment below what relationships mean to you, and also everyone that's on my Anchor FM platform, for those who downloaded my app, make sure to send me voice messages letting me know what relationships mean to you. Also, comment under my question section. I have a community. I do Q&As. I'll ask you certain questions. Comment under the comment section as well, answering any questions I ask you. But again, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for tuning in to my podcast. Feel free to continue to share this live with everybody that you feel needs to hear this. Today's topic is how to heal from trauma. You know what I'm saying? You are a diamond. Okay? The things that happen to you do not define you. Don't let things that try to destroy you make you destroy you. So, that being said, when it comes to trauma, we all go through it. There's 3 rules. Number 1, always remember that everybody has their own level of trauma. Trauma is an emotional state of mind that tries to manipulate your brain to think a certain way, to stunt your growth, to prevent you to heal in any form, fashion. So that's rule number 1. Rule number 2, always remember that you are not the problem. Always remember that. No matter if you've been abused all your life, avoided, treated like you're not worthy of anything, or even just in environments, being exposed of horrific events that emotionally hurt your feelings. Just know that you are not the problem. You're looking at problems, but it doesn't define you. Don't let issues, chaos, bad moments in life knock you off what God has you here for. Okay? And the 3rd rule, and all 3 rules will prevent you from being attacked from any trauma. All right? So the 3rd rule to follow is reroute your path, your purpose. Okay? Your purpose has its own lane. So when you're in one direction that has nothing to do with you, it's called situationships. People who are in the army, majority of the time it's a situationship. Not always. Sometimes the calling is in the army. But majority of the time when we're in situations that cause us trauma, they're called situationships. We all go through that. Foster kids, living a roughed up life, is because they ended up in situationships. If their life was in a better order, where they didn't have to go freely and find family because their original family couldn't keep them for whatever reason, right? When you're in situationships, it knocks you off your purpose in life because now you have to deal with chaos for the moment. You know what I'm saying? But just because you're a foster kid or just because you end up in situationships, that doesn't define you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's another thing. My stuffy nose. That's minor trauma for me because it's irritating me. Emotionally, it's bothering me because it affects my podcasting, right? So yeah, I'm irritated. I get irritated. But is that going to stop me from pursuing my calling? I'm not going to stop choosing to heal others today and help heal myself because I'm dealing with allergies at the moment due to, I have poor circulation in this place and I have to have like my AC on, or I have to have, certain things on so that I can breathe and you know what I'm saying? My allergies will be gone. But I didn't want it to affect the live. I don't want the noise to get in the way because I don't have my official mic yet. So that means the outside noise, you guys will still hear it. But anyways, sorry, minor trauma like that, like me dealing with my allergies, emotionally can mess me up. I could just I'm just going to give up on life right now. I'm so stressed. No, don't let emotions get to you. Because there's somebody out there that enjoys me even though I have a stuffy nose. And they're actually with their notebooks ready to jot down things to help them out. You think they're really going to be tripping over my allergies? You know what I'm saying? Rule number 1, everybody has allergies or people, you know what I'm saying? Or put it like this. Rule number 1 is to relate to others. Okay. So that is not normal for me to be dealing with these allergies. Plus the lighting, all this stuff causes the allergies too. Trust me, I'm not happy either with the allergies. But back to what I was saying. Okay. So your traumas, whatever you're going through in life, does not make you. They can break you, but they can't make you. Okay. There's a lot of successful people in this world who were foster kids, orphans, adopted, whatever, right? Went through a lot. Abuse, been in abusive relationships. You know what I'm saying? Look at Tyler Perry helping dreamers, become the greatest version of who they wanted to be. But yet he dealt with trauma in his life. Did he let trauma get to him? No. He motivated from it, talked about it. What I want you guys to know is this. Your situations in life, are they part of your purpose? Do they match who you are? Okay? That's why we did our homework these past couple of days. And the first day was, who are you? What is your purpose? Once you know who you are and what your purpose is, half the things that you're stressing over and becoming in life has nothing to do with who you are and what your purpose in life is. If you're going to uplift and motivate people, you don't want to show opposite. That's like telling people stop drinking and driving, but yet you behind the wheel drinking and driving. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Make sure y'all don't drink and drive. No. You know what I'm saying? You got to be 100% tapped into your purpose. If you truly care about others not drinking and driving, then you need to care about yourself and do the same. But that being said, one example is like somebody who had a calling on this earth to become an amazing life coach, but got into trouble. Ended up locked up for life. And now they feel like they're no longer worth anything. Unfortunately, that's what trauma does to you. It makes negative events in your life control your mind, which then doesn't protect your heart at all. It makes you feel at your worst when you're so above all of that. So just because you're locked up for life doesn't mean you can't be a life coach, which was your purpose, right? You could be a life coach and help people that even though you're in jail for life, you can help those who are actually only there for a year become the greatest version of who they were supposed to be in life. And then when they come back home, they'll be that guy. They'll be that woman. So your purpose in life will still matter. Just because you locked up for life, that was a choice that you made. But just because you made that choice, it doesn't stop you from living your purpose. You can always reroute back to your calling once you know what your calling is. And I don't care what nobody says. When you tap into your purpose, blessings start to fall on you like gold. Yeah, get mad for a second, but don't feel humiliated. Get back up and try again. You know what I'm saying? Just keep showing up for yourself. I want you guys to heal today. Tap into your traumas and understand that they don't make you. They probably broke you at one point, but that was the past. Don't look back. Know where you stand. Okay? It has nothing to do with you. You know, I also had mentioned that half the time, the situations that you're in, you wasn't even supposed to be in it anyway. You know what I'm saying? It had nothing to do with your purpose, your calling. You were supposed to be a whole nother direction. But things happen. You know what I'm saying? But again, today, don't destroy you. Don't emotionally give up on you just because things around you gave up on you, or just, you know, want to distract you from your purpose. Okay, so let me see, guys. Let's see what we got going. And it's going to get better. These allergies is not going to be always. I'm going to get back on track. You know, it's my fault that I'm even dealing with these allergies, because I've been preventing eating right how I used to. I haven't been eating my sea moss. Sea moss is the best for killing mucus. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Your choices is what makes you or break you. The choices you make. You either choose to be in these chaotic situations, you choose to be in this stressful situation, or you elevate. Do what you have to do. If you know you got to diet. If you know you got to be, you know, working out, work out. Things that you know is going to help, you know what I'm saying? Like, better yourself by doing what you have to do. Don't sink in misery because you don't have to be there. I don't have to be I don't have to be torturing myself with these allergies. It's called procrastinating on what you got to get done. I love you guys. I got to reach out to you guys and say I love you guys. If you're in abusive relationships, people try to down you, try to throw dirt at you, just know that they just want you down because they're down. Everything is energy. So when you're at a low vibration, if you're around people with low vibration, where you think you're supposed to be, where you think they want you to be. But if you're at a high frequency, like myself, why would I be dealing with some low vibration? First of all, it's going to make me want to vomit. It's a disgust, because it's like, I am not about that life. Like, get away from me. Like, I'm not miserable. I'm a happy person. Get away from me with that negative vibe. But it takes you to grow from that. Once you get out of your trauma, just get out of it. You don't have to be there. You don't have to be, but there's levels to this though. It's the past. Move forward. Be grateful and thankful that you're alive. You have people that's in the military that's always stressing over what they've been through, what they experienced, but they don't appreciate that they're still here. Yes, it sucks. There's a lot of things in this world that sucks. If you look in Africa, you know what I'm saying? You have kids struggling to just get an education. People are going through it every day. You're going to deal with that in life. But be grateful that you're in a better situation than most people. Be grateful, be thankful, and stay prayed up. Work on yourself. No more excuses. Now, if you guys want one-on-one coaching, I do that on my Icon Live platform. If you don't have iPhone, book me in the link in my bio, and we can do one-on-ones. We could do Zoom meetings. But if you want one-on-ones, like, I can totally help you heal from your trauma, because it is possible. Don't let nothing control you. You're your own boss. You run you. Nothing else does. Nothing that has nothing to do with your calling, your purpose, nothing that has nothing to do with who you are as a person defines how your life is going to be. Okay? So make sure to book me today for one-on-ones. You know, I've helped a few people. Their testimonies have been outstanding. Okay? I'm talking from suicide conversations. I literally helped heal a suicide survivor. Okay? So if you want to be booked, click the link in my bio and you'll definitely be booked. How you doing? She chose Lil, peace and love. So getting close to the end right now, but again, don't let trauma control your destiny. Okay? Now, I don't think I went as deep as I did from the last live. If you look at chaos, remember, you're not chaos. You're not the problem. We all go through storms, okay? But don't let storms control your ending. For those who are ready to become successful entrepreneurs, we will be discussing business tips, business ideas. That's the next level. Because once you know your purpose and who you are, now you're ready to see where you are going to be in the business world. So that's what we're going to be talking about tomorrow. Okay? So again, as you can see, a lot of chaos happened today. I started off my live with a lot of noise in the background, like it was loud. Things were going on outside. You know what I'm saying? And then unfortunately, there was music playing on my live. I don't know how that happened, but it was playing throughout the whole live. So chaos is going to happen in your life. Prime example. But do you see how I did not let it? Yeah, it may hurt. It's going to hurt. But you don't make that make you. You still show up for yourself because you matter. The chaos are relevant. It's going to be exhausting. Take a deep breath and click the restart button. But yeah, I hope I brought everything to light today with trauma. So I appreciate everybody who's been tapping into this live. I'm going to request Mr. Understand Me Man into the live right now.
Hey, how you doing?
But that's just a prime example. You know what I'm saying? But you having background in like a lot of things you've been through in life as you wrote your book, you could have a good example of what I'd be trying to say, where you could be in situations, but it doesn't mean that you can't pursue in life just because you was in that state for that moment. There's
And
always a way to get out of things.
yeah. And one way I believe is to get out of things is first know that somebody has been through your position or even worse. Like you can say I lost my job and somebody gonna say I lost my job and my family.
That part.
So one thing that you always have to know is somebody's doing worse than you. And then second, you have to have you have to you have to know that trauma is the number one weapon that the devil has against you. The most powerful weapon that the devil has against you is trauma, because he knows that trauma tweaks the brain and becomes a battlefield. And when it becomes a battlefield in the brain, you know, it's war going on. And when war is going on, you know, your mind is saying, no, I want to go here. No, I want to do this. No, I want to do this. And you have to be disciplined. Like I was telling the guys yesterday, you got to be disciplined like a rooster. A rooster every morning go, 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 go,
Right.
go, 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 every morning, right or wrong.
Right.
Right? So every morning you hear this damn rooster, and he is a very disciplined rooster. Because every day, no matter how old this rooster is, he gonna wake up and go, 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 go. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So you got to find something in your life and in your world that gives you that strength, like the rooster, reminds you to say, hey, I got to be like the rooster every day to know that trauma is there, but I am here to yell that trauma out and go, woo, 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 like the rooster.
Right.
You know? So I say, give yourself some, I ain't gonna call examples, but I'm call some, not a course, but some kind of routine that gives you saying, hey, I'm not going to let the day take over me with this trauma. I'm going to fight this trauma. When this trauma comes up, I want to do 10 extra push-ups. When this trauma comes up, I'm not going to eat honey buns. I'm going to go grab some fruit. When this trauma comes up about my girlfriend or boyfriend, I'm not going to think about them. I'm going to think about my business on helping me get to the next level. So I won't be with a person that's holding me back just because I'm not financially stable.
Yes.
You got to think
Yes.
about things. And that's why I love you so much, because you really stand on what comes in your life and how to deal with it. Say, I ain't worried. I ain't tripping. If it comes, it comes. If it goes, it goes. Oh, well, I'm not tripping. I know what I'm here for.
Yes.
And that's the most beautiful thing about you. You know life. That's why I say, don't stop. Don't stop, because there's people out here that's healing off of your message. Somebody wants to hear your message. And trauma is one of the messages that you know, and you know lots about. And you can almost say, hey, come on over here, trauma. I can talk to you. I know how to solve your problems. I know how to give you solutions too.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
So you know, like I say, man, trauma is one thing that we all gonna have. Some people gonna have trauma of being rich and not love. Some people gonna have trauma of being poor and not being rich, and being loved but not being loved financially. You know, so we are gonna come up with them things. You just have to know how to actually fight the trauma. Well, I'm gonna say this: control it. Control it.
Just like eating, I learned that you can actually eat whatever you want. Just control the portions.
Yeah, be moderate. You know, I heard the first meaning of moderate when I was in jail at a round table when we was eating that chow. You know, a grown man said, "Be moderate," because I was telling him about a blood pressure issue, right? And he said, "What?" He said, "It seems like to me, you just got to be moderate." And I said, "What moderate mean?" And he said, "Well, just have portions. Not to have too much of something." What do you have some trauma targets that you like to deal with, like that you know how to deal with when trauma targets you?
Once you know who you are, uh, what your purpose is, what you want out of life, and it makes it easier. So the traumas that I've been through, I could look at it now and say like, okay, you just low, you're on that energy or whatever, like you know what I'm saying. But to me, it took isolation. You know what I'm saying? Which that song, "You're a Runner, You a Track Star," I kind of felt like someone made that song for me, because I was that type of person. Like, on to the next. I will run. I'm out of here. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Um,
Do you
but I,
believe
huh?
do you believe that running from situations helped you or hurt you?
Well, it helped and hurt. It helped me because I was able to be in my own space, right? And move how I want. But it hurt me where I wasn't able to learn from anything. So it's like you ran away from the chaos. You got yourself together. You know what I'm saying? But now you're going to run into the same chaos, but it's going to be a different chapter, and you're not going to know how to face it. You know
And
what I'm
that's
saying?
why and that's why a lot of people say they have mentors, they have coaches, they go to Bible studies, because you know the old saying, God works in mysterious ways, right?
Yes.
Messages come to you in mysterious ways when you're confused. But you have to be around people that's motivating. That's why I teach, people grow where motivation flows. Because wherever motivation flows, that can help you with your problem, and they can help you with a solution, give you answers. And you be like, whoa! Like when you just thrown on this lie. You said, don't look back, healing, right? Somebody in this world is right now is facing a problem on looking back. And they can hop on this live and they say, oh, she's talking about looking back. She may be talking about me and how I go back to the same guy that's no good to me. How I feel like it's no one else out there for me because I haven't found him in 1 week. You know,
Yes.
found him in 1 month. Well, it takes time to really find that person you really want or, you're looking for. You have to go through the wars and tribulation of the trials and tribulations and the war. So I tell people all the time, you have to have armor every day. Every level you go up to, you have to have some armor, and you got to prepare yourself to go in that room of the playing field, the business field, the sharks, because they're all there. Every level that you're stepping in, you're stepping into more danger. You're
Yeah.
stepping into a war. So you have to prepare yourself. You have to have friends and family motivators. And if you don't have friends and family motivators, hey, go to YouTube. Find somebody on YouTube that can motivate you. Because it doesn't cost to get motivated nowadays. It costs to get to the next level. It costs to, get a question that you can't answer on your own or can't be answered on YouTube or Google. And you need somebody that went through it like me and you, that has a testimony, right? That knows what life is about and has some kind of life advice on your topic of your problem. But if you keep on running around thinking you're going to, go to the next state and the next state without finding the solution to your problem, you're just going to be running around in circles. Because I read a book once and it said, this guy said he moved all the way to Florida, right? He moved all the way to Florida just to get away from the problems that he had in his hometown, right? And so his dad, when he was packing up his dad snuck a letter into his bag. And he put it, matter of fact, it was a book. And he knew he would read this book. So he opened up the book and he found his dad's letter. And his dad says, hopefully you made it to where you at. But has anything changed other than the view? And it was a beautiful question what he said. He said, has anything changed other than the view? Because you took your problems to the next state with you. Because your problems is all right here in your head.
Right.
You just thought that it was the area, but it wasn't the area. It was the mindset. And all you had to do is just, hey, I'm not going to listen to you, and I'm not going to listen to you, and I'm not going to listen to you. I'm going to keep on moving forward and do what I got to do.
Right.
But a lot of us run to the next state thinking that we're running from the actual people, and you're not running from the people. You're actually running from the problems of the people. The problems of the people, and it comes upon you that you think that you can't solve. Like you actually believe you can't solve it, but you can if you had some guidance, some people that was motivating you in that area. I guarantee you, if you had a problem in Las Vegas, right? If you had a problem in Las Vegas and you went to a problem solver, they'll tell you, hey, you don't have to move. You don't have to leave. Just deal with the problem. That's it. But a lot of us think, like my sister's one of them. She believes that moving helps out a problem. And it's not moving. The problem is right here in your head. Your mind is a battlefield, and a lot of people don't understand that. And as long as you understand that, then you'll know how to conquer that battlefield.
Yes, definitely.
I'm gonna leave y'all with this because I got to go. I got to go get this money. You understand me? So the Organic Guidance will be tuning in at 7:30 tonight, and we will be speaking about bees and flies. Okay, bees do not explain themselves to flies about how sweet honey tastes. You know what I'm saying? They don't compare themselves to that. Let the fly eat shit all they want. You understand me? All right? You be a bee, and keep on spreading that good, sweet honey that you got. All right?
Thank you. Appreciate
All right.
you.
I appreciate you. And stay alive and keep the people knowing that trauma is just one step. And the step is a solution to your trauma. Be moderate. Deuces.
Amen. Make sure you give Mr. Understand Me Man a follow. As you can see, it's always good to be around the right relationships that will, you know what I'm saying, speak what you speak, because it helps elevate others to grow. You know, so as you can see, Mr. Understand Me Man had tapped in, and you know what I'm saying, had you guys understand exactly what I was saying before when it comes to your trauma. Okay. Thank you so much for the follows. Appreciate you guys so much. Viral Gabe live stream. Much love. You know, and now you can also see from my point of view when I tell you guys this, and then you hear from another person's point of view, that shows you that's proof in the pudding right there, that there is a way out. He even mentioned how he was in jail. He was in prison before. And look how he's speaking to us. He's not speaking negative. He's not speaking, he's speaking life into you. We got homework today, okay? Your homework for today is to jot down your traumas, things that trigger you, and plan to detox it out of your body. Like literally look at every situation, you know what I'm saying? Break it all down and say to yourself, what does that got to do with me? Your trauma has nothing to do with you. Don't look back. Keep going forward. Find the right people that will help you grow, push you up. You know what I'm saying? Love, respect, support, authentic vibes. You know what I'm saying? But that being said, guys, I love you all. I'm going to end this live. I got a lot of editing to do after this. But I will be streaming everywhere now. I'll make sure to chop up this live today and send it over to YouTube. So make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Boss Lady T Films. Everything's linked in my bio, so click the link in my bio to connect with me. Make sure to follow me on Anchor FM. Definitely follow me there. I'm streaming everywhere. But Anchor FM is where to actually send me voice messages so I can hear your amazing voices, hear your feedback, and make sure to tap on the screen. I love you guys, though. Have an amazing rest of your Wednesday. Shout out to all the WCWs out there. Women Crush Wednesdays. Keep rocking it, ladies. You know, keep pushing strong, fellas. And remember, God before anything. You heard me? Stay blessed.